Today, we're jumping into something really interesting about English.
Yeah, we're uncovering a bit of a, let's say, a juicy secret.
Exactly. It's about those everyday words, the ones you use all the time.
Yeah.
Lots of people. And yeah, even native speakers get wrong sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So our mission today is kind of twofold. Figure out what the, accepted way is, but also dig into the why.
Right. So you actually understand the quirks.
And hopefully become a bit more confident about it all.
Definitely. We'll be looking at specific words, common ones, and explaining why they're tricky.
Yeah, what's going on with the pronunciation?
Exactly. We'll cover the, let's call them widely custed ways to say them. The idea is you get the knowledge, quickly but properly.
Should be some aha moments along the way, hopefully.
I think so.
Okay, so get comfortable. Think of this as a fun, maybe slightly embarrassing journey into mispronunciations.
It can be.
Let's dive straight in.
Yeah.
First word. Happens all the time. Vegetable.
Yes.
A staple. We all eat them, hopefully, but how do we say it?
Well, this is a great example of vowel reduction, or sometimes it's even called elision, where a sound disappears. A lot of people will say vegetable. You hear that? 4 syllables.
Vegetable. Yeah, here.
But in, natural flowing speech, those middle sounds, the unstressed ones, they tend to get squished or just drop out.
So it becomes
V-E-J tubal.
V-E-J tubal. 3 syllables.
Just 3.
Wow. That really shows how English spelling and pronunciation aren't always best friends, does it?
Not at all. Words get shortened, squished down for efficiency. It's very common.
Okay, efficiency. That makes sense.
And speaking of words losing bits, how about comfortable?
Ooh, good one. Did you say comfortable? I think you might have.
A lot of people do. They stretch it out, adding that extra syllable.
Comfortable.
But
Yeah.
again, native speakers in normal conversation usually drop it.
So it's if QMF tubal.
QMF triple. 3 syllables again.
3 again. That middle part gets compressed. It still feels a bit, illogical sometimes, dropping sounds that are spelled out.
It's less about written logic and more about the rhythm and ease of speaking. The mouth finds the easiest path, usually the shortest.
KUMF turbul. Got it. Okay.
Right. Now, let's move to one that isn't just about syllables, but a whole letter that goes silent. Poof.
Intriguing. Which one?
Wednesday.
Hump day. Everyone knows how to spell it usually.
Usually, yeah. But the pronunciation.
That D in the middle, it feels like it should be there, right? Wednesday?
It really does, and that's the common error. But nope, that D is completely silent in modern English.
Completely silent.
Gone. The accepted way is WNZ day.
WNZ day. Wow. So why is the D even there in the spelling?
History. Like a lot of silent letters think of the B in doubt or debt. They're often leftovers from older forms of the language, or sometimes they were added later, maybe to look more like Latin, even if they weren't said.
So they're like little historical markers just hanging out in the word.
Pretty much. Spelling changes way slower than pronunciation does.
Fascinating. Okay, what's next?
Next up, one that can genuinely cause arguments, or at least strong opinions.
Ooh, I like the sound of this.
February.
Yes. The second month. And that second error. That's the tricky bit, isn't it?
That's the trap. Most people, you'll find, just skip it.
Yeah, I hear February all the time, even on the news sometimes.
Exactly. February. It's super common, probably because it's just easier to say. That's called assimilation, where sounds near each other get more alike.
Easier so it sticks.
Right. But if you want to be technically precise, especially maybe in more formal speech, you keep that second R, February.
February. Okay, so that one is in there technically.
Technically, yes.
So it's a choice between, like, efficient everyday speech and maybe being a bit more proper.
Sort of, or maybe just acknowledging the spelling more directly. It shows how language use can vary, common usage versus the dictionary version.
The eternal battle. Okay, this is good stuff.
And now, for a bit of irony, one of the words people mispronounce most often is...
Let me guess.
Yeah.
This pronunciation.
Perfect. Yes. I hear N-U-N-A-C-ation so much. It's like people see the word noun in there.
That's exactly the mistake. They link it to noun, but it doesn't come from noun at all.
So where does it come from?
Latin, pronuntiare. It's related to announce. So the correct sound isn't noun.
It's
none. Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. Okay, that's a subtle but really important difference.
It is, especially when you're talking about pronunciation.
It's like the word itself is testing you. Very clever.
It really is. Okay, how about coupon? How do you usually say that one?
For me, it's Kaopon, but I definitely hear Kaopon around too.
Yeah.
Felt like maybe a regional thing. Or maybe generational, I wasn't sure. Well, you're onto something with variation. Both Kaopon and Kaopon are actually considered okay.
Oh, really? Both?
Yep, but Peopon is definitely more common, especially in American English. Kiwaiopon might come from a tendency some speakers have to add a Y sound before certain vowels, but here it's mostly just preference or where you grew up.
So either way, you still get the discount. That's the main thing.
Right, absolutely. Priorities.
Okay, next.
Next is, well, a classic silent letter situation can lead to some awkward dinner orders.
Oh, I think I know this one. Is it fishy?
It is salmon.
Yes. Please tell everyone, do not say the L.
Haha, correct. The L is completely silent.
It's salmon.
Exactly, salmon. That L is another ghost from the past, probably Old French, saying salmon.
Yeah, it just sounds... people might giggle internally.
They might. It definitely marks you out a bit.
Okay, salmon. Noted. What else trips people up?
How about something really short, but surprisingly deadly?
Ooh.
The abbreviation, etc.
Ah, etc. Yeah, I hear some weird versions of this.
Me too. Common mistakes are things like etc. or sometimes etc.
Right, adding a K or X sound at the start.
Yeah, which isn't there in the Latin. It comes from etc. meaning.
Yeah.
And other things.
So the correct way is?
Et-C-E-T, or the stress on the C-E-T.
It's C-E-T-R. Got it. No ek, no X.
Nope. Keep it clean.
It's funny how we just kind of invent sounds sometimes, isn't it? Like our brain expects something.
It really is. Okay, nearly there. Another one where syllable count causes trouble. Mischievous.
Mischievous.
Hmm.
How many syllables should it have?
Well, the common mistake is stretching it to 4. Mischievous.
Mischievous. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
But it's actually only 3.
3. Okay, how does that work?
It's mischievous. Stress on the first syllable. Mischievous.
Mischievous. Okay, much shorter, smoother.
Exactly. If you feel like your tongue is doing acrobatics, you're probably adding that extra E sound in there.
Keep it simple. Mischievous. Good tip.
Right, last one. And this one. Well, it could start a fight. Or at least a lively discussion.
The best kind. Lay it on us.
Often.
The classic tea or no tea debate.
That's the one.
I honestly hear both all the time. Off-an and off-ton. I probably use both myself without thinking. Which is it?
Okay, deep breath. The answer is both are technically correct now.
Both. Seriously, after all that.
Seriously. Historically, the T was silent, like in soften or listen, so off-an was the traditional way.
Okay, that makes sense.
But over time, probably because of the spelling, people started pronouncing the T, and off F10 became really common, especially in America.
So common that it's now accepted.
Widely accepted, yes. Dictionaries usually list both. Off F10 might still be slightly more common overall, maybe, but off 10 is perfectly fine.
Huh. So you can just pick one.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pick one and say it with confidence. It's a perfect example of language changing right under our noses, isn't it?
It really is. Wow. Okay. That was quite the tour. So thinking back over those 10 words, how did you do? Any surprises in there?
Yeah, it makes you think, doesn't it?
And for the ones you already knew, maybe understanding the Y, the silent letters, the corrupt syllables, adds another layer.
Absolutely. And you know, the more you hear these words said correctly, the more natural they start to sound and feel. Listening helps embed it.
That's a great point. Just keep listening.
And maybe, just a final thought here, perhaps true fluency isn't just about nailing every single pronunciation perfectly, according to some old rulebook. Maybe it's also about appreciating the messy, fascinating, sometimes illogical way English actually works and evolves. It's this living thing.
Yeah. Understanding its quirks is part of understanding the language itself.
Exactly. Understanding that complexity, that's a different kind of fluency, isn't it?
I really like that perspective.
Yeah.
It takes some pressure off, too.
Hopefully.
We love exploring this stuff.
Keep listening, keep learning.
We'll catch you next time.